It's the year of the introverts. It's the year of the introverts, you know? It's like...
Oh boy.
That is like frat party down just on the floor.
Oh my
Oh shit, it was good, yo. How you doing? Welcome. Step on in. That's a little ASMR too, how all the parts just line up perfectly. I love it.
So when did you start making clothes or like want to make clothes?
Well, I remember being in like high school and like sometimes I take some shit and draw on it, or like I tried to like hand sew some little shit on it. But then like I remember the summer when I left, I was like, you know, let's actually make some shit. So I tried. I had like a little like beginner sewing machine, kind of like that one on that table, and I was just like, all right, this is gonna take some learning. Did some like classes at like a fabric store, and it just like, I don't know, it just wasn't what I needed. I eventually learned by myself, but like really what I did at the time was I went to the Lower East Side. There was this dude named Renee. He had this place called Renee's Tailor Shop, and all they would do, I mean, like all he spoke was Spanish, so it was such a pain in the ass trying to communicate with this guy. But we honestly kind of like became friends, and like we'd like draw shit out and like speak like with our hands and shit, and like I tried to like learn a couple words in Spanish and he'd learn a couple in English, and like that's how I was initially getting shit made. But then it just got to a point when I was in like school, there was just like so many options and like resources in the facilities that I just like would sit down, because like in the first semester I was impatient. I didn't want to just do the prerequisite classes, so I figured I went to the sewing lab and I just sat down and I just figured shit out. And then from there, like once you figure out a certain amount of things, you can kind of like figure everything else out. So yeah, it's not, I don't know, because I can't really say when I learned to do it. I'm always still learning, I guess, is like the best answer, and it's continually like I'm continually learning more from my past mistakes and like successes and shit. So I really want to go to Seattle because the rain over. I looked at the weather report. They got rain all week.
You know how there's like a connotation of doing arts or doing like anything that's not conventional, that like were you scared, or like how did you feel going into this field?
I'm always kind of like scared about it because it's just like, you know, like this. It's there's not really like a distinct path for it, so it's, you know, it's hard to say like the direction that anything's gonna take you.
So let the people know what constitutes as a corny ass fit.
Well, I mean,
Well-
I could give you a general sense. So, like, you just want me to generally kind of explain, like,
First generalize, and then tell me about this guy who's
Okay.
a Uber Eats nigga and who had a corny
well,
ass
he
fit
claimed
on.
he was with Uber Eats. I don't know who's doing Uber Eats by skateboard, but like, so a corny fit is just something that, like, first off, like, everyone gets inspired by stuff, but if you're not inspired and you're kind of just stealing from everyone else, if you walk into the thrift store and you're like, this guy behind the counter looks cool, I'm just gonna buy what he's wearing. That sucks, dude. Like you have no sense of originality. If you're wearing like all Supreme every day, because like let's face it, like new Supreme, like Supreme within the last like 4 years sucks. Let's be honest. Like they fucking sold themselves to like the people that own Vans, and Vans is cool though. but it's just the fact that it's like not run. It's not run by the same people. It's not. It doesn't have the same life it did initially. But like, yeah, corny fit. I could give you an example of one off the top of my head. So like I was saying, like, right, Vans are cool, but when you have high top Vans and then you got the like extra baggy pants, like super high rolled up, and then you got like, oh, a fucking Carhartt vest with like a grandma knitted sweater under it, and then you got like a vintage hat. It just says like Bushwick hipster from South Dakota is what that shit says to me. And it's like, I don't care what you wear, dude, but like sometimes I'm a little bit embarrassed to be walking with people, I'll be honest. And I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. This is just like from my standpoint as someone that like looks at this shit all day, you know? Like I'm not gonna, if I try to sing right now, every fucking Whitney Houston fan is gonna shit on me. So we all have our things. We all have our aspects of us that are corny. I, however, think I've deemed myself the arbiter of corniness, and I will, as far as fashion goes, and I will tell you if that's played out or it's lame. I'm guilty of it sometimes too. But let's talk about this asshole at the fucking paint store.
Wait, before the asshole, rate my fit.
Rate your fit?
Yeah.
Nah, you got a good fit, Zach. Now, like, alright, so let me not lie to you. Let me actually, like, get over here and look at the whole thing. So, first off, I like your boots. Now, the thing about Doc Martens is there's a lot of them, but there's two particular models that people wear all the time. I'm glad you got something different. I like the zipper. I like those pants too. They're not ultra skinny, which doesn't really matter, and they're not too baggy, which people can play it off. I think it's about knowing what you can play off, and I think people get caught up on brands too much. Nautica's cool, but if that was just a blank sweater, it'd also like still like make the fit. And I like the fact that you don't have black matching black. I like that it's navy. People say you can't throw black and navy together. I think that's bullshit. And then you got the little white accent under with your undershirt. I like. And then hold on. Let's not just settle with the fit. You also got your hair. I'm not sure if I'd call this cornrows or braids or what. However, it comes together nicely. I'm not just saying this because like, you know, we're face to face. If I was you, nah, I can't say that. If I was a girl, I'd wear this as well.
Okay.
Or I'd wear like the masculine equivalent. So.
Okay, guys, you heard it here first.
That's right.
This is Zion approved.
Yep, solid fit. Solid fit. I think I just make the shit I make. I just want everyone to like be able to have it. Like I just want everyone to be able to like have a piece of it. And there's no other way I could like think to give people a piece of myself. I don't care about making music. I don't care about like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say I don't care about making artwork, but like, I don't know, I guess it just comes naturally. I don't know. My name is Zion. On Instagram, I'm Zion from Brooklyn. My clothing brand is Sunday's Best. I guess I'm just like, as my name describes, just a dude from Brooklyn. I honestly just kind of look at myself as like an everyday guy. And I don't know, like I don't know what else to say about myself. I like fish. I like reading books. I think fitness is valuable. I hate people who stand on the stairs. And I think that if you wear a mask, but it's not over your nose, you might as well walk around with your dick hanging out your fly. That's it. Shit. As I said, like he skips everyone. Well, me and the person I was with, he skips us. But then he's just like in the store, and it's not that he was confident, it's that he was like a douchebag. Even the guy behind the counter, I could tell, was like, this guy really feels like he has a lot to prove. Like he's like, he was just like trying to be a tough guy. Like, and you know like how someone, I don't know if you noticed this, but people, when they're trying to seem tough, will say nigga a lot. He's like, Uber Eats nigga, like shit. And then he's like in the store like, yeah, let me get this many fucking fat caps. I'm gonna need this shit too, my nigga. I'm gonna need this, my nigga. Yo, shit gonna be sick, my nigga. And it's like, bro, like, you could just say half of this shit in your head. You don't need to fucking, like, project on me. And then his outfit didn't match him. Like, if a guy's gonna be tough and he's gonna be, like, kind of aggressive in his, like, actions and, like, in everyone's way, skipping me, like, just, like, being loud, I don't expect him to be wearing fucking overalls. And so, like I said, I'm biased against overalls.